My name is Erdal Özkaya, funny Australian IT professional who lives in Dubai for the last 10 months. So I just came for the event, doing events worldwide, mainly talking about security. And today we're going to speak about Azure security or Azure security, you know. I really don't know. I know the product, but I really don't know what they call it. Azure or Azure, who cares? So the approach is, first of all, why security? So before I start about Azure, I'm going to talk about the basics of security. What we really need to know and why. Then, of course, we're going to move to Azure. So my contact details are here. You can always reach me out, my blog, my Twitter, Facebook. And who has a Twitter account? If you tweet about the session right now, everybody who tweets is going to get free anti-malware from Zemana. All of you. So all what I have to do is be online and reply back. Make sure you follow me, because otherwise I can't PM you the key. And let me know, I can give you up to 5 users, OK? Totally free, no string attached, 400 days. OK. I think we all know what happens in the internet. Internet is a quite busy place. People are everywhere. I'm not even talking about dark web or dark deep web, where you can buy whatever you want, from drugs to guns, from guns to you fill the gap. Just last week, I was in Ankara. I was presenting in a NATO conference about cyber terrorism. And the stats which I saw from the military was amazing. I think it was also in the news today. How many attacks are getting from base to base from countries. Australia is one of them. So first of all, security. I'm pretty sure you all are aware with CIA. I'm not talking about the FBI and CIA. Confidentiality, integrity, and availability. So I'm not going to go to the basics. But what I'm going to mention today is cybercrime. In early days, it used to be a hobby. I'm pretty sure all of us done some open the CD-ROM, close the CD-ROM, restart the computer. Remember the good early days? But things have changed. Cybercrime has become a serious issue. And thanks to cybercriminals, keeps me quite busy. I travel the world. The security landscape is changing really fast. 10 years ago, if you attended any of my sessions, I used to say, hey, have an antivirus, have a firewall, and that's it. But today, I want you to be honest. Who's never downloading stuff from the internet which costs money for free? All of you, I knew that. So for the ones who's watching the recordings, I'm pretty sure you do the same. And here's the question. Why, dear Leandro, are these hackers giving this stuff for you for free? Why, Simon? Why, Handan? Why? Seriously? They're nice. Because they're nice, right? I'm pretty sure they are. So hackers are getting smarter. It's not a hacking session, unfortunately. I'm not going to be able to show you. But if you go to microsoftvirtualacademy.com, I have one with Milad, Defense in Depth, another one, Enterprise Security, and just 2 weeks ago we recorded Windows Security and Forensics. So please watch, and they will see how do I hack and how do we mitigate. Today, it's just recap about cybersecurity. You know, the numbers, they get higher and higher every day. The cost. Who was never infected with a virus? Or who did catch a serious hack attack in their organizations? You did not. Really? Not even one? There are 2 types of organization, you know, right? 1, they know they've been hacked. 2, they still don't know they've been hacked yet. Moving forward, this is out of the content, it's going to be 2 types of organizations. 1, they take medications. 2, people said, hey, who's going to hack me and why? Or how? I got a solution. I got a implementation. I got a product. But both of us know this is not the reality. Back to reality. But based on this morning, the record is 3 billion something. I seriously can't imagine how much money this is. There is a website for you. Please go on ahead. It goes every second up. the breach level index. It's a beautiful website, which if you can really go and see ATM attacks, different attack types. You don't have to make numbers up. Someone is taking care of it. I'm pretty sure you all know what vulnerability is. And do you? Yeah? Finding the weak point of a computing system where most of the attacks happens. We have cyber criminals, we have nation states, and terror groups. I told you last week I was in database talking about cyber terrorism, how criminals, terrorists use it. It's not anymore. Look, seriously, 3 weeks ago I was in Saudi Arabia. I done some stuff. As thank you, the Prince of Saudi Arabia invited me to his house for dinner. Swear to God, not lying, okay? After so many security checks, finally we were in the house, and I said, sir, how many guards do you have? He said, I don't know, but minimum 40. I said, seriously, if I want to harm you? He said, you can't. I got 40 guards. I said, what is this? He said, a mobile phone. I said, are you connected to the internet? He said, yes. I hope you see what I mean. Again, last week, I was invited, you saw the shadow prime minister of Turkey, the shadow one, okay? They took my phone. You can't take anything inside. I said, really? Okay, went there. And I took a selfie with his phone and sent it to me. Now I got his phone number. Security is not the old type anymore. All what you have to do is talk to people and convince them. What happened this morning? I'm not going to mention. But, we're staying in the same hotel room. I arrived this morning, 2:30 a.m., okay? I arrived 2:30 a.m. They picked me up from Brisbane today, from Dubai. And they said, you want to wake him up? I said, no. I just talked to the guy. He forgot to mention that I'm coming. Anyway, when he waked up around 3 a.m., he saw me and said, what are you doing in the room? I could be able to go inside the room without even, while just knowing his name. Anyway, back to topic. Cybercrime. This is a slide deck which I keep using it. It's not mine. It's one of the co-op guys done it, but I love it. Why? Remember I was talking about before 2000 it was a virus. Then script kiddies. Then organized crime started to come up. But today it's different. It's known that governments hire hackers. It's known that government are after your organization, after your information. All right. ATPs. You hear about many ATPs like Carbanak, like Stacknex, the most famous one, right? You know about insider attacks as well. They started to harm organizations. So before I go to Azure security, I want to quickly rewind what happened last year and up to date. So I asked you, you said, no security incidents. Chris, you're a cybersecurity architect. Without mentioning your customers for Microsoft, how busy are you these days?
Entirely too busy.
Entirely too busy. He was just making in the speaker room a comment that, hey, you travel as much as I do, because we do the same job. We go and make sure that you guys are secure. So to be able to tell the good part of Azure, I thought I will tell you what happened first. White House. They had unlimited budget. Yeah, I think you all know that. I know we are Australian. I'm a proud Australian. But hey, Russian hackers read US President Barack Obama's emails. What about Australia? She's not our prime minister anymore. I know that. I'm just away for 10 months. But I can't keep track with our prime ministers. We keep changing them every year, I think, right? When she was a prime minister, her emails, I remember, in Canberra, back then we had the training center. I was teaching one of the hacking classes. 3 people were pulled out from the classroom because of this incident. Anyway, who's not using any of these products? We all do, which means, remember, I asked the question, you are all the victims or the targets. So let's dive in. eBay, probably you don't care when they were hacked. But there is one single details which should take your attention. Look at this. User login credentials, personal information, address, date of birth was also stolen. So, dear Richard, when you forget your password in the bank, what do? You call the bank.
Yeah.
What for question do they ask you?
Name, address, date of birth.
Date of birth, and some other stuff, right? I mean, I can keep asking you the questions as well. So you might say, who cares if eBays get hacked? But in reality, you better keep track who's getting hacked. Or Apple iCloud. Hey, Azure security session and look at the selected slide. Who did not see the pictures?
I did. Do you have them?
No, what pictures? What pictures? I come closer to you and I can see that you all saw it, right? Naughty boys. Ma'am, did you see the pictures as well of the celebrities? I'm pretty sure you're the only one.
Sir, I heard some people paid money for the hackers, like they paid like $10 million or $50 million. They're not publishing my pictures.
Could be. This reminds me a very recent attack, the crypto locker. You know, where you pay money, then you pay more money, and you pay more money. In reality, you will never get your data back. Again, I can talk about this in the next session or in a different session. Today, that's not our content. Sony Pictures. Who never owned a Sony product? You know, he was scratching his head.
Sony owned us, so
Sony owned us. How many times? I lost track.
every CD you bought from them a few years ago.
Yeah, thanks to Mark Resnovich, right? Who found that beautiful rootkit. All right. I was talking about Carbonac. One little APT, virus, malware, whatever you want to call it, caused $1 billion of damages. When I say $1 billion, how much money does it make? Just to make an indication, it's more than 1 ton of weight was physically stolen. How? You can go to my blog. You're going to see it at the end. I got the details. To make it very fast, they attacked the bank for 4 months. They watched how they communicate, how they transfer money. They learned the system 4 long months, so 240 days. And then they learned how the ATMs operate. And then they started to steal money. Again, Sony, it's not anymore government versus government. These days, it's government versus corporations. I'm pretty sure you all watched that cool movie called The Interview. Hey, am I getting any? No? All right. You know what is this? This is a screenshot when Sony was hacked. Can you imagine you come at work and this is what you log in to your computer and they had this screenshot saying, hello, good morning, you're hacked. We warned you. And I told this maybe 1 million times. And when me and Chris, we go and tell customers, don't save your passwords in a folder, especially with a called password, they will laugh at us, right? I remember 2 years ago in TechEd back then, Ignite, I done a phishing attack. One of the feedback out of 2,000 people was, hey, we are in year 2014. Who's gonna believe in phishing attack? I'm pretty sure that guy works at one of the banks because $1 billion was stolen. You know, when we tell this, people laugh at us. Ha ha, Odell, is this really a security session? But hey, it's not what you do. It's the 8 OSI layer. Any network engineers? You know, 7 layer, the 8 layer, your end users. Not my one are smart. If you really want, I can share these documents with you. You can easily find them via Bingle search.
The passwords?
Bingle, yeah. You know, Bing, Google, Bingle. All right. It's a Microsoft conference. So what about 2015? You can tell now I live in Dubai. So tourism. In 2015, many stuff happened actually. Hacking team, anybody hear about them? No? You pay them money, and they hack for you. They tasted their own medicine. They were hacked. Or, I'm pretty sure none of you know Ashley Madison.
No, we don't.
Your wife is sitting next to you. His wife is sitting next to you. Hacked. Did you attend Troy Hunt session? He was tweeting about a leak, about vulnerability. People make fun of him. Said, what's going to happen? 3 weeks later, boom, they were hacked. So people don't listen to us all the time. I mean, he is around. Just stop by and say hello. What is this? Jeep. Anybody driving Jeep? I think you hear the story. 1.4 million cars they called back. Hacked. Anybody didn't buy anything from Target yet? Kmart, sorry. Or anybody from Queensland? TAFE? And if you check the date, 2015, October, November, 10.
It's like 8 days ago.
8 days ago. Earl, come on. I'm not going to talk about banking malware. Uber, he was just talking about Uber in the speaker room, right, Chris Millard? He said, there's a great app for band 2. Sorry. Hacked. Okay. Lenovo. Last week I was NATO, all this cool guy with lots of stars. And I said, yeah, by the way. And it was in Turkey. I thought I'm not going to be out for a second, but hey, here I am. Hacked. The missile. Can you imagine someone is controlling this? Instead of shooting at the enemy, they're going to point at you, innocent people. It's not funny. What happened in Paris, Beirut, and all these countries? They use the internet. They use the power of internet. So, this brings me to Azure. I know I have to do Azure security. I do that for a living. I scare first people, then I say, hey, there's the core. It's like, come on. I always tell, hacking is, look, hackers are not from the moon. They're humans like us. Please be honest. Your mom used to tell you, finish your food, otherwise you're in trouble, right? Anybody has kids? Sir? Yeah? Don't you tell this to your kids? You do. You do. You look young. You don't have any kids. Look at his hat, by the way, Jeep. Your hat has been hacked also. So, if you believe you have the best security solution, you're wrong. As I said, the landscape has changed. It's not the products anymore what you have. So, I keep this asking my customers. I'm pretty sure you do the same. How much will it take to implement you the right solution? I mean, you work for Microsoft Australia, Cloud Solution Architect, which includes some pre-sales. I know. When you go to your customers, they usually say, we don't have the budget. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I say, okay, now get Australian, newspaper, one of them, and put your name in the news lines. How much is it going to cost you to repair your reputation? Justin? William? Nick? How much will you be keen to be removed from Ashley Madison website? All right, that's what you came, right? Sorry, I forgot. I was supposed to talk about Windows, Microsoft Azure. All right, here's the question. Who's not the free version, and not you, sir? Who is using Azure? In your business, Microsoft guys and MVPs, hands down, please. MCPs? Hands down. People who pays money. Come on. You pay money, really? Okay, so 50-50. So, why did I put this photo in? So, because you're all using it if you have Office 365, if you have Xbox, if you use MSN once, if you use Bing once. So, without knowing, you are already Azure customer. Hey, I want some commission from your sales. Okay. I'm not going to mention the numbers, but without knowing, you're a part of it already. Now, I can proudly say, it was one of my biggest challenge when I was in Australia 10 months ago, saying, hey, we don't have a data center in Australia. Why should we try Singapore? Now, we have 2. All right. The Microsoft Cloud Security, okay, is based on protect, detect, and respond. The security development lifecycle is not, most of the time we're getting hacked because of lazy you, lazy me. Because we don't adapt, we don't follow, or we don't have the budget. Now, we have someone who does it for us. But, of course, it's still your job. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ray, right? Raja. Network, identity, data isolation. Look, things didn't change. It's still the same. Least privileges. Who never knew about this? But please be very honest. Astrid, do you have a laptop?
Yes.
Are you the admin in your laptop?
Yes.
Who is not the admin in their laptops? 5, 6, not even 6. Okay, 6 now. 6 now. Data protection. Please, very honest, who is using BitLocker? I'm sad, but still not all of you. The majority, but still not all of you. All right, who never lost a USB stick or laptop? Okay, laptop maybe not, but a USB stick before. Or a CD-ROM. You never? Really? I know that because I still lost one. Vulnerability management. Okay, I told you hackers give you some stuff, but here's the other question. Who's patching their computers? How fast? You work for Microsoft, very honestly. How fast do you patch your computer?
Mine, as soon as it comes out.
As soon as it comes out.
He's forced.
He's forced, I know that. And that was the reason behind it. Who is doing that? Who is following this policy? Where do you work, sir? Okay.
My own computer.
Yeah, on
Use the
computer.
WSOS.
Between 24 to 48 hours, hence. Come on. 1 week to 2 weeks. Who never patches their computers? Security, they are the one they're using, it's cracked. So licensing, please take them out.
All the Java too. All the Java.
All right.
Windows patch.
You know what I call Patch Tuesdays? I call it as Vulnerability Wednesday. You know why? What does a Patch Tuesday mean? Saying, hey, Chris Jackson, the app compact guy, who is using Windows 10, lives in this address, and his front door lock is broken. You can just push his door and go in. That's what a security fix means. Hackers wait, because only 2, 3 people in this room, sorry, 6 with you, 6 people in this room, they patch their computers, but there are millions. They don't. And good business. So, can you imagine? Even this is taken out of you now. Now, it's been all there. The protect part is giving to you part of your subscription, or are you charging anything extra for that? I'm not talking about Azure Security Center. That's later. That's later. Detect. Who has ISO 27001 certification? Huh? Sorry, yeah. Live site penetration testing. Who's hiring me for doing penetration testing? I mean, you hired me? So 1, 2, 3. For you, I give special rates, my friend. You just asked for it. For you too, by the way. Not for you. By the way, what's your phone number again? Hey, she's beautiful. I hope my wife is not going to watch it. Back to serious. It's okay, enough laugh. It's 6:30. I'm trying to make it easy, you know. Thank you for coming up, showing up, by the way. For the ones that are listening, it's a room of 1,000 people and full. Oh, thank you.
And clothing optional.
So, logging, monitoring. I mean, when is the last time that you checked the logs while there was nothing wrong, unless you work for government? It's always you, because you have one computer, right? PCI compliant. Here we go, it's 1 or 2. I don't know if you notice of the danger, we're laughing. But all these companies, they were hacked. They were hacked because of that. Okay, let me repeat it. He said, even if you logging tools, this and that, it's going to take some time. He said 1 hour. Yeah, but it's still better than getting hacked. I'd rather spend 1 hour than being the news line, especially if I'm the CISO of the company.
No, I think his question is that it takes an hour latency to reach my recording tool. Everything is over by the time.
Okay, if this is the case, you don't use computer. You'll be more safe.
So expensive. But didn't just say they stay on your network monitoring you for days, so an hour still gives you
Enough time? Thank you, thank you.
time that's happened because they
Or early symptoms.
That's, look, by the way, anybody at CSU, Charles Sturt University, I'm a lecturer there. So, cheating and hacking classes, maybe I'm one of your lecturers, am I? Yeah, here we go, one of my students, hi. Did you pass? Don't laugh. I swear to God, 2 weeks ago in Dubai, I went to a business meeting. That guy said, hi, I know you. I said, yeah, it's, you know the feeling. It's, yeah, okay, you know me from, yeah, you're my lecturer and you failed me twice. I swear to God. I like, okay, what? I swear to God I'm not lying. I said, why did you call me, just for revenge? He said, no, to think. Now I got this job because I had to work harder. And he signed the contract, by the way. I was like, okay, good. Fraud and abuse detection. Did anybody play with Microsoft ATA? No? Come on, Microsoft guys, don't shake heads. You confuse me. It's a great product. I'm not going to talk about it, but it looks at your behaviors and not yours. It's like your own. I can see you here enjoying the session. You're laughing. What's your phone number again? No. When you get sick, that's how I started my CSU conversation. When you go to doctor, hopefully soon I'm going to be doctor myself in IT. What do you tell your doctor? Hey, I'm doctor, I'm sick. He's going to say, really? I thought you came to just say hi. Fix me. No, he's going to ask some specific questions. Come on, you are all administrators, IT pros. How many times you had, they called you, your early days, not now, maybe still now for you. How many times they called, you said, this doesn't work, and it's a basic issue. But sometimes we ask questions to find out the root cause, right? Troubleshooting. So back to response. If you don't understand what's going on, we cannot respond. In your case, the doctor can't write you the prescription. By the way, this. Notification is also an issue. Okay, cloud. I keep asking this question to CISOs. Again, this is a corporate slide deck. I steal it. The Azure adoption. Seriously, I really don't care much about it. But the thing which I care about it, the concern of the cloud. What people used to think about cloud and what they think now. And surprisingly, I mean, I can't do this research, but Microsoft done a good job. Look at this, 94% of the CISOs or CIOs said, hey, we did not have any of these. And I don't know if you noticed, I was keep asking you questions. Based on this room, I got nearly the same rate based on your answers. That what you are using now, and if you were complete with Azure, what you could have. So based on 1,000 people, based on this room, we just confirmed the numbers. It's not a number made up. And privacy. Just 2 years ago, we had a great session here. Social, what was it? No, it was, the one here. It was social media security, I forgot the name. But if you go to Channel 9, you can watch it. Zombies in social medias, okay? I done some live hacking in the stage. In the United States, where people were sitting down there, okay? Please watch it, Channel 9. And you will see how people are in danger, besides me doing research on it. Just live, how easy it is to lose your privacy and protection. But hey, look at this, 62% of them believe that they enhanced their security and it went easier. Now here's the next question. Who trusts, okay, Microsoft guys, hands down. Who trusts Microsoft with their data? What was the job role again, sorry? Not too many of us. And currently, I'm in Middle East. I don't know if I should tell, but there is the first question. Why should I trust an American company? First question. Because I'm not a Microsoft employee, I can tell the reasons why and why not. Why? A good reason was just this week in the news. Microsoft is moving some of the data centers from US to Germany. Did you read it? To be honest, this is great. They openly say, hey, NSA, stick your nose away. Oh, I'm flying 2 weeks to US. I hope this will be not online till then. This is enough for me as an IT security professional. You know, I don't work for Microsoft, to say that my data is safe. So, how you could get inspired in the cloud? Compile, control, protect. Transparency. But how? First of all, the security. Remember in the beginning, I had the security life cycle, the company-wide mandatory development, which looks in your security processes, which makes sure you're there. Then assume breach simulation. They have the red team and blue team. So someone is doing the penetration testing for you. And another thing, for your own services, for your own data, you can request a written permission to do your own penetration testing. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I do it time to time to my own data. I try to hack myself. In reality, I'm testing my skills. How can I, and to be honest, so far, I didn't went through. And I don't know too many people that went through. The easiest way for me is to aim the user now. Why? Because, hey, Microsoft, all the security, versus that guy who's going to download my free YouTube video. Oh, there's a new video. Okay? And incident response, which there is a team globally, 24/7, watching and trying to mitigate the attacks. So, how is this working? They have, of course, the manpower behind it. They have lots of, Microsoft keep buying products. I lost track, to be honest. Just this week, you bought also another security company. What was it? Which is going to be integrated. Too many. With monitoring software. What I'm trying to tell is, okay, they have lots of review, lots of vulnerability reports, and scanning involved, which, remember, all the attacks, hacking has 5 phases. 1, recon, information gathering. 2, scanning, finding open ports, vulnerabilities. 3, gaining access. That's clear. 4, maintaining access. 5, it's clearing tracks. And I always give this example. Now I'm in Gold Coast. Ooh, heaven. And first I'm going to say, hey, you live in Gold Coast, right? Yes. Where are the nice girls? Where I'm single. You're going to say, this club. Beautiful. I'm going to go to this club. I'm going to start scanning. Where is the beautiful girl? There's one. Hi. Boom. Not interested. Firewall. Oh, I didn't see the ring. She's married. Then, hey, she smiles at me. I smile at her. Music is nice. Coming there. Whew. Now I gained access. Can we dance? She's dancing with me. Don't tell my wife. She's dancing with me, okay? Cool. Now I gained access. But the main problem is, I have to maintain the access. No, I'm not going to fall pregnant. The phone number. See, I'm back in the phone number. Well, so I can maintain the access. When I'm done, that's good. Now I'm back in Dubai. I told you I'm married. My wife should not catch me. So clearing tracks. That's exactly what hackers do, because if they get caught, they're going to be in jail. So you're basically outsourcing your security to Microsoft, which has really cool stuff. Why? They have employee access management. Not everybody can go to the data center. How is this with your own data center? Who has access to your own data center?
Our data center is like meeting room.
Mail room. You're not telling to make me happy, right? Yeah. I'm pretty sure you all saw that one server hanging around somewhere. Anybody has access. So, you know, of course, I'm comparing with Microsoft, the biggest, but still, I know it's funny. I know you laugh. You know, I'm trying to add some humor inside so you enjoy the session. Nearly 7 o'clock. It is 7 o'clock actually, PM. Thank you, but you know, this makes it more interesting anyway. Data storage. You all told me that you had somehow an incident. You lost some data, some USB stick, some paper. You know, we all do that. But in this case, Microsoft's giving you the full control. I gave you a few minutes ago an example how Microsoft is moving the whole data center from US to Germany. So that the data can be more secure. And many people, especially with Windows 10, now they started to say, oh, it's free, but they collect information. You have full control of your privacy if you know how to manage it. Same in Facebook. If you're in Facebook, you know that I mean, seriously. Peter, are you on Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is it your Facebook page?
Sorry?
Is it the Facebook page that you're on, is it yours? No, it's Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook, right? So the Twitter page, is it yours? No. Someone else. So as long as you know that, you can still control the privacy. Anybody using Gmail?
Yeah.
You know that they read your emails. That's not secret, right, Nick? But the good thing with Microsoft, they give you the full, the full assurance that. Do you read, I mean, you work as a cloud solution architect. When is the last time you entered the data center in Australia? I'm not telling the...
Not in Australia, in Singapore last year.
Singapore. How easy was it for you to go in?
It's a long procedure.
Long procedure, right? Someone is taking care, seriously. Data allocation and replication. This, please, there are some other sessions where you can go and watch it. You can easily store the location of your data. And the good thing is, with key vault, you know, you can now encrypt it, and only you have access to this encryption key. Customers with strong data security. So when we say data security, I mean, when you watch the MEA, which is going to be published very soon, there is 3 types of data when you do forensics. Data in transit, data in rest, and data in memory. In transit is currently me speaking to you, right? Anybody who understands English is getting the message. Jetzt, Milad, wie geht's dir? Gut? Kannst du mal auf Deutsch sprechen? Ja? Und kannst du mich verstehen? So none of you started to understand me. Why? Because du kannst Deutsch sprechen, yeah? I was saying how cool this class is, you know. Why? I started to encrypt the language. Only a few people started to get it. Why? Because he had the decryption key. So Microsoft is providing end-to-end security. Even if you get hacked with the man in the middle, at least that side is encrypted. What else? What is data at rest? Data at rest is the data which is stored in the database. Which, remember, half of you didn't use BitLocker and other encryption. Microsoft is promising you to have this inbuilt. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way. We didn't met. He's a cloud solution architect. I just thought while I was walking around. Anything I'm wrong? I'll kick you hard if you tell them. Don't tell. Encryption in transit. You know, look at this. The FIPS, the HTTPS, this, I'm not going to really talk. It's level 200. I don't want to get loose. But you can catch up with this later. At the rest, not just BitLocker, so simple, NetCrypto, you know, they have all this technology for you. Okay, one thing I'm not going to cover, data in the memory. For that, they have to have access to the data center. Why? Because Chris done many sessions, for example, on pass the hash, right? You've done some. This, you have to have some sort of access. You could just fill the hashes on the memory. But in this case, you have to have really good skills to go inside. And you have to be really fast to not get caught. And you have to really go out fast not to get caught again. Yeah. Your phone number again? Sorry, I went back. The global infrastructure is there. You can basically have full control of your own data. So let's talk about compliance. Only one of you, he left? No, there he is. Yeah. Only one of you using PCI. But what about the rest? In ISO 27001, there is one simple policy, PDCA. Oh, with these acronyms. Plan, do, check, and act. And it is a continuous process. It's like when you get sick, when you go to doctor. You are sick, you're planning to go to doctor. He or she writes some cure, then says, come and see me in 2 weeks again. So a good doctor will check, right? If there's something serious, God forbid, you keep going again. It's the same thing here. And if you look, Microsoft has really cool certificates, and they keep getting some. I'm not going to talk about ISO, IEC 27018, whatever, okay? But full up-to-date with all the certification. Just in case you don't know the meaning, for you can later read it out. You can download the slides, okay? Just certifications, which makes the data secure. All right, but saying that, is it 100% secure? It's on how you use it. You, me, and Microsoft, we have a shared responsibility. It's my data, I pay money, but it depends on what I'm using, on premises, hybrid, infrastructure service, platform as service, or software service, or services, It depends on what I'm using and how I'm using. It depends on the application, what kinds of applications, what kinds of policies do I follow. Yes, Microsoft can enforce me with long passwords, but if I write it in a paper and stick it in my screen, don't laugh, watch one of my other sessions, you will see that there are many examples like that. Then what can Microsoft do? Data, if you still copy your stuff, middleware, operating system, virtualization, the cool stuff is keep coming. I mean, I think last year there was more than 200 changes. So if you're a past customer, you should know about your geolocation, what you do, how you protect. You should take care of your own data classifications, your own handling. You should know what you're sharing, and you should take care of the privacy settings. Look, I'm still mentioning this. Why? It's good for you to know. Compliance, yes, but FIPS, for example. Who knows FIPS? HIPS. If you're not US based, or you don't do much with US, then you don't care about the US healthcare certification. So then you should not care about if you see the logo there or not, here in Australia especially. Logging. Monitoring. So you have to use your own skills to see what's going on. Yes, it's there, but you should also, if you see something suspicious, you should complain straight away. The information security management programmatic controls, the certifications, it's also your responsibility to keep an eye on it. What if you're an infrastructure service customer? Then access control. Who has access rights? I think at Azure you have RBAC as well, right? Role-based access control. I mean, I know why it's just to make it more fun. So it's how you use it. If you don't use the least access privileges, then you can't just blame Microsoft. If you don't test their blue team, use your own with permission. Really important, you have to get permission. Same thing again. Compliance cheat sheet. It's always good to identify your organization's obligations and responsibilities. Know why you're paying money. Know what you expect. Most of you raised your hands, so I thought this sheet is good for you. Know how to adapt a standard custom set, establish a policy, a standard, document the system scope, develop each narratives, the control, test, identify, determine the risk, and it's usual. I'm going to do some demo now, but before that, it's still your job how you can isolate your data. Don't forget, it's a shared platform, but Microsoft is giving you the isolation, but you should also isolate maybe some of your own data. Depends on who can access it. We talked about in-transit data protection, data redundancy, encryption. It's the least access privileges. We talked about it. It's good to implement these securities. RABAC, there is already built-in 20 roles, and more coming up every day. Keyword access control. Yes, Microsoft says you are protected, but if you store these keys, they're all stored, but if that user have access for everything, so it's your job to use the limitations to have a fine-grained access control. All right. There's an example what you can do. Let's do some demo. That's also important before the demo. Just-in-time privileges. It's great, fairly new, right? It's fairly new. It's not that old. Which is a surface which helps to reduce attack. Why? Because it has some compromise. It's a beautiful tool for Microsoft, which you can simulate some of the stuff. You're going to see very shortly. I'm going to use my own software. I didn't write it, but it's commercial software, and I'm going to launch an attack against the cloud policies, and I'm going to see if I'm secure or not. And of course, I don't have enough time. When I launch an attack with full privileges and restricted privileges, you can see how long it makes. I'm going to show you just the reports. You're going to see that if I don't follow these best practices, the attack and the damage is much higher than I do. Who is aware of Azure Security Center? It's still new. Before the demo, quickly, let me talk about it. We talked about cyber criminals. We talked about enterprise security, and we talked about the damages. Now, Microsoft is aware of whatever I told you. They have their own team. They have their own great people. Some of them sitting here in the room. But if you don't have enough access, if you don't see, and if you don't control your data, your ops, how are you going to be ahead of the threats? The Azure Security Center is based on Microsoft Operational Framework, which is detect, respond, and prevent. Basically, it's giving you the full life cycle, how you can work on it. It helps you to have an understanding of your resources, how you can take control, how you can respond to incidents, what the behaviors are, what the certificates are, and risk management. Who's doing effective risk management? Besides you again. But I always say we are all doing risk management. Who is driving? Ferrari. He drives a real Ferrari. So if you work for Microsoft, you will buy a Ferrari. Do you? No? Do you? No? Which means you have to work harder. Do you do risk management, sir? Andy? No? Really? It's not your job? Do you drive? Yes. Yeah? How much is your car? Roughly? 40,000? What if, God forbid, you make an accident right now? Can you buy a new car straight away? No? Well, but you got insurance, right? So you mitigate the risk. Or think about little kids when they start first to walk. First they crawl, then they stand up. Oh, can I walk? No, I can't. No? I remember the picture that you shared in Yeah, the video, your daughter, which keeps you smiling. She is happy, but she couldn't walk, I guess, there, in the cabinet just last week. Remember? She started to walk, but she was scared going down. Why? Risk management. Can I walk or not? Will I fall down? Is it going to hurt me? So actually, we all do risk management. It's inbuilt with us. But when it's come to your businesses, to your job roles, we don't take what God gave to us. You have it inbuilt. When you start walking, I'm pretty sure you didn't start running straight away. Or while you're driving, I'm pretty sure you didn't start being a good driver like now, I assume. So effective risk management with patching your operating system, your antiviruses, and the rest is there for you. Beautiful saying from Sang Hu, which says, if you know your enemy, but not yourself, you can't really do a nice battle. You have to know yourself and your enemy and probably the battlefield to be able to have a nice fight. So let's do some demonstration. For that, oh, you don't see it? Hello.
Did you plug in hardwire?
No, I didn't. Wireless
Hardwire.
adapter. Anyway. Here's the website. Not this one. I'm going to show you this later. For you who want to get access, where's the website? Where's the website? Anyway, if I get always a all right. So backup plan. Does anybody have an adapter which I can use? Well, till this happens, okay? This is how it looks like. Milad, can you please help me? So how much time do we got? For recording. How many? Minus 10. Not enough time. Okay. This is a beautiful. That's how it looks like. Once I got it, you're gonna see it's gonna work. Okay. Basically, you're gonna have the screen which shows you your health. If you use SCOM before, health management tells how healthy your operating system is. This is going to show the virtual machines and the health of your virtual machines, your networking configuration, and it's going to do some sort of your application. It's going to give you some recommendations based on best practices, which I'm pretty sure most of you did not use before, like STW or MBSA, Software Security Configuration Manager, or Microsoft Baseline Security Analyzer. Who's using it? Free? Few of you. But I believe great tools, right? This is like that, which helps you, but by the way, you need to subscribe to it. You're working on it? Cool.
The cables
Cable is
are dead.
that. Don't worry. It gives you recommendations. In these recommendations, you can enable anti-malware. You can see how is it, you can just enable anti-malware. Probably I'm gonna switch laptop. Just leave it. I'm gonna switch laptop. There is another one. Yeah. But for this, let's start with this now. You can have the security groups. It gives you beautiful selection. I mean, I was just gonna click. It's a website, okay, which basically scans your environment and gives you recommendations. How are you doing at the moment? And the good thing is, you all can sign up to that preview. It's free. You have to wait until you get access. It's still not available for public, I guess. But once you get access, you can, again, Windows 10, Windows 8.1, you can pin your dashboard. You can see what is going on in your environment, in your virtual environment. You can look in the recommendations. To be honest, this was my cheat sheet for my demo. I read this, so I'll make sure I highlight it to you. But it's always good to have a backup. That's what I've done. So the security center is going to keep an eye for you and display some information. Now, next year when we come here, for the people in Azure, they're going to be more in control. They're going to know more the environment. Why? Because it's going to have lots of security insights for you. Here's another example. You can just select one of the anti-malwares. Of course, you can use the free ones. Install it and use it and scan it. It will basically give you the insights. Milad, can I borrow your Surface Book, please?
Can I borrow your Surface Book?
That is a security.
Security threat.
Yeah, no way, man. But it's Windows 10. No problem.
It's Vice Scanner.
Can you?
It is actually.
Do not
So-
log in with an admin account with him around.
No.
I'm gonna connect. Can you connect to the website which I gave you, please? So I'm gonna go to my second. He's gonna prepare my second demo where I'm gonna launch attack. But what I've done is instead of because to be honest, the thing which I didn't think is I have permission to do penetration testing, but the very little detail I didn't give the convention center's IP address. So I don't have permission to do this from this IP address. But don't worry, I have a simulated environment which I'm going to launch attack, which I have in my Azure. I had to do this in the speaker room. I'm going to launch attack. You're going to see, you're going to understand how this works, and once you got the permission, you can just do it in your own environment. All right. Data protection, look at this, up to 2048 bits key length, BitLocker, monitoring, we talked about it. Audited at least once every 12 months by third party. Use data strictly limited to provide the online service. Compliances. Forensic labs. Microsoft has the people and the what? Yes, the team which can help you to be more secure. You can use Active Directory Premium. You can have AD in the cloud for that. Tomorrow there's a great session. I'm not going to cover much about it. Tomorrow morning, Nanos is going to do it. The time is there. Please make sure you watch it. Okay? How Active Directory can help even more. Now, actually, you can help me to do the demo. That's what I'm saying. If you want, you come in number 5, right? Yes. All right. This is a totally different environment. Pickers is one of my favorite softwares, which I use. Remember, I talked about 5 parts of hacking. It's always also good to have, like we talked about anti-malware. If I could do my demo, probably I'm going to try to do the demo now again from his PC. But I always also recommend to install load balancers. Why? Because it helps you to, if you're under DOS attacks and that, it helps you to be more secure as well. But before that, this is, a great product, which is, I think, still not widely available, where you can come and select the threats that you want to attack yourself. They have a beautiful database. You can create some policies. In this case, of course, I did create a policy here. All what I have to do is go, for example, to launch attack. From here, select the victim. In this case, I'm going not Microsoft Cloud, but because of the IP issues, which I totally forgot. And no, thank you very much. And I can just select peer from here. In this case, I selected 20 policies, okay? In these policies, basically, I put XSL cross-site scripting, SQL injection. Beside that, I put some credential theft, brute force attack. So I can just select. Remember, I went there. There's a huge menu. I can just select, and select that, and start attack. This, while this is doing at the background, it's going to go ahead, scan, and give me a report at the very end. This is a simulated attack, okay? I'm not using Kali Linux or Core Impact or Metasploit or any of the hacking tools that you're aware of, or John the Ripper. It's basically a database of all vulnerabilities, all 0 days, which is not 0 days anymore. And look at this. It's started to launch an attack. And to be honest, when I do that at Azure, it's secure all the time. Then I put a vulnerable machine, Windows XP, with missing patches, but still Azure is, as soon as I launch the attack, the security center gets crazy and it notifies me. So it's the eyes in my back, which keeps, let it run. That's touch, right? Ooh, thank you. Windows X, run. Just. Let it run, okay? I want to quickly go. Show you this.
So what's the name of this preview tool in Azure?
Azure Security Center. Now from your laptop, I'm going to show it again. Okay. The hacker, the internet. In this case, Microsoft Azure. You can, if you don't trust Microsoft, please feel free to test it. Again, I can just launch it against my Azure, but I don't have this IP given. I could not know the IP while I was in Dubai, which I arrived this morning. So it was a little bit, but I think you get the idea, right? So as you can see, it starts to do server attacks, client-side attacks. It tries to install some malicious codes. And you don't have to do really much. All what it does is run the attacks. People think I'm a good hacker, but sometimes I just use good tools. Sorry? I'm always open for challenges, dear Chris. I know you're good. To be honest, I'm one of your friends, but I never say. I done it this year in Ignite. If you didn't watch it, please go and watch Advanced Windows Defense. The session is called Advanced Windows Defense. Based on the scenario, I was hacked by 2 Swedish guys, TrueSec guys. Okay? And it was a full room, really, 3,000 people there. This time I'm not making the number up. And one of the ladies said, haha, this is a scenario. I said, really? The message was, hey, I'm a doctor in information security. I finished 2 masters. I have so many certifications, so many books, but even I can get hacked. But someone said, can you hack me? I said, yeah, for sure. I invited her to the stage because we had the tools with us. And she was hacked in less than 5 seconds. You can watch the session. I'm not going to do it again. And you can search Twitter and read the feedbacks. Back to this. This is done. No. Hey, this guy is, I learned a lot from him. So I know he's not the easiest target, but I'm going to use his weak points.
His car?
No, his car is the strongest part. He drives a Ferrari F450, by the way. That poor guy. Microsoft doesn't pay good enough, I think. I was expecting him to drive a Lamborghini. I hope you don't mind. And here's the report. And the very good thing is, You can go read the details. Seriously, most of the time I'm lazy too. Boom. And Azure Security Center has something similar. Of course, you can't launch an attack there, but Azure Security Center is giving you a very similar report, which I love. I love this software too. And by the way, nobody's paying me any commission from the both sides, neither Microsoft or neither Picus, okay? But I'm showing you because I love it. And the reports here come on. Okay, Surface Pro 3 doesn't work good anymore. I need the book. Any discounts at least? I'm trying my luck. Look at this. System updates. You can get recommendations based on baseline rules, anti-malware, access control lists, network security groups. The stuff that you are lazy to do. I think, I don't know what you have in your internal meetings, but probably someone came with the idea, hey, the guys are not doing it, let's do it for them. Roger, yeah? Let's do it for them. They done it for us. Remember at the very beginning of the session? Sorry, couple of issues. The flow didn't run as I want, but I think you get the message, right? Sometimes a message is more important than anything else. So you can go click the recommendation tabs, and it will show you, as I said, the health. And I think that's a cool thing based on a subscription, of course. All right, do we have questions? Questions so far?
When will that security center be released?
I think very soon. Can you answer, Raju, can you answer this question? Hold on. But before that, let's repeat the question, then I come to you. So, where's the microphone? No, I don't know. Do we have a mic? Okay, we got a mic here. All right. So, you save me some, I'm lazy too.
1, 2.
Yes? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, who asked the question? What was the question? Yes, here's the question. And the answer, guy, is there.
Just when the security center is going to be released in Azure.
Right now it is in the what is called the private preview, and next quarter is expected the final one. So that is expected.
And right now you can go and request access. Very soon, at least if you request sooner, you will get access sooner as well. Very soon it's going to be ready. And to be honest, if you're on Facebook, I can recommend you to join the Azure Security group, which is run by Thomas, Shind, and Yuri. Thanks for them. They're always very helpful to me when I need help. Any other questions so far? I'm trying to switch to my slides. Questions? No questions? No questions?
What about your accent?
Okay, my accent is, I always, Turkish parents, made in Germany, was living in Australia, now in Dubai, so this is what's coming out, I'm sorry. Really not my fault. Again, I had a demo where I'm going to put, when I launch an attack, so because of the, time now, I was putting a load balancer in between to see how it can help you to balance the load as well in terms of security attack as well. Special thanks to these guys. Don't forget, if you tweet, you will get your anti-malware for free. Any questions? If not, I'm going to finish it. I apologize for the little issue, but promise, what I can do is, you can go to my blog, okay? I'm going to put maybe a video there, right, probably tomorrow, okay? To make sure that I cover this point up. For the guys who's watching it, the link is right up there. Things happen. I hope I could manage it well. No question, seriously. Could be about security as well. Doesn't have to be. Yeah. The microphone, please.
I receive 1,000 email that it says like I win iPad. So when I will get that? Also? Yeah. Like you. Oh, really?
It's one of the easiest way which targeting attack happens. Spear phishing attack happens. Anyway, before you go, thank you very much. Now I can take the questions here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hold on. If you did, the QR code is somewhere. Please fill the evaluation. If you liked it, it's Erdal Özkaya. If you didn't like it, my name is Chris Jackson. Chris Jackson for negative feedback.